EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the third running back taken in April's draft. This is
there you go, Cook. Get that run game going. 74 yards to the house. First play of the game. Let's go.
Touchdown, New England. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the leading rusher.
So he's going to run now. He's going to run.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
So nothing doing there. And it'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch. But even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good old RPO.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. And so as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott.
Why can't you get there, Shaq?
Jeudy. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's swung out wide to Harris. And stopped a
Then
few
don't break,
yards
right?
shy of
Then
the goal
don't break.
line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Thank you.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White.
Told you, Ben don't break.
He's at the 50.
Ben don't break.
30. 10. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year.
Guys, we do have something new as well. Hit that little join button. If you guys want to, it's not required, anything like that. We now have memberships
They'll get
here on the
another shot
channel.
at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Out quickly to Judy. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If
Dogs
you
out
see the
back
coverage
barking.
off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On second down, this is Harris. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
Good tackles.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, it's Prescott.
That's wide open.
Just
too slow.
Getting this inside the 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 27. Prescott off play action. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Good hit, Jalen.
Fuel gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Second down and goal. Prescott. He's got it.
I went too far back.
Najee Harris, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never
Yeah,
lost.
guys, close out of the live chat, hit the like button. I said earlier we do have a new join button here on the channel. Memberships, it's not required. Greatly appreciated.
They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put him to good use on that one.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Butker now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here.
You're not catching Quez. You're not catching Quez. Let's go. Offense has had one play today.
Catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Patriots. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Harris running straight ahead.
Defense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Jalen, hit that.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them.
At least Shaq was there.
Now,
Batted away, at
a
least.
pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll throw again. Prescott.
Oh, wow.
Caught by Judy.
Wow, I thought that was mine.
Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL.
Good hit.
Just find the soft spot.
Perfect time to have that blitz.
And find the first down, and that's what he just did.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You don't see too many cornerbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's another carry for Harris. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that.
So
read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Good hits. Made him hold it just long enough. Thank you.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Here's Prescott. He's got a man open.
I left that so I'm playing poor
finally
defense.
Down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal?
No way.
They'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Prescott.
Good hit.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get
We got
into
caught.
the end zone.
We got blocked up just enough.
Najee Harris with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the
That thing is,
first
he gets the
half.
ball to start the 2nd half. So if we can find a way to come out here and score, that's going to be huge.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
53
and they're back within a
seconds, all 3
touchdown at
timeouts.
21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Cook up the gut, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
Good catch, close.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. On second down and 4, Tannehill. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Tannehill.
There you go, Dallas.
Touchdown, Patriots.
That's huge. That is absolutely huge.
In the final seconds of the first half, and the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Edmonds, pick that.
That's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's a book.
And this one is incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Let's take it at around the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll take it inside the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
There you go. Getting that run game going today. Let's go.
Touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To try again after the sack. Prescott able to hit his target Claypool. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd and long for Prescott.
Good break up.
Nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Pick there certainly
this one, yes.
Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now Prescott on 4th down.
I missed. Fumble. Dang it.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun.
Thank you.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back
playoff
to the
Lenny.
offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now Tannehill. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
We'll take a look at this, see what defense he's in, where we decide to take our 3.
They snap it to Tannehill.
Dropped it! Dallas!
Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh,
this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
oh my.
Got him. And now look
Fumble.
at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
Thank you. I mean, that should have been mine on a pick. Either way, but...
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us.
Oh, so Dallas can catch that, but he can't catch one by the middle of the field.
That's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 113 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners.
Ron, he was sending that heat. Oh my gosh.
Hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. touchdown. And the Pats look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Why is my guy so slow?
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going
that
out
entire
of
run,
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They run again with Harris. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott.
Thank you, Jalen.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Pats are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it away.
And some lasers.
Stopped.
14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. A little tough on the secondary there. End zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Prescott. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Throwing now, Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play. to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident
Oh, GG, man.
He's off balance. The team's off balance, and the defense is
nice to get back in that win column after choking last game.
And as this defense walks off the field,
offense looked good. Defense looked great as always.
What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Patriots, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in week 7.
12 for 17, 4 touchdowns. Rushing wise, 114 on 9. Fournette had 23 receiving. Quez, 2 touchdowns, 81 yards. So, I mean, overall, we played fantastic defensively, though. That's where we really popped off. And that's one thing that I've noticed all year. Like, defensively we've been locked. Sack-wise, Zunga with 2 picks, Ramsey, Edmonds, Shaq, Trey White. So, yeah, great game. Definitely a much-needed win, especially for this division. Yeah, we got plenty of staff points, which is going to help us out tremendously as well. Shaq comes out of here. He gets an upgrade. We're going to go ahead and pop up that slot. Be awesome if we could sit there and... Oh, we get an Excel. That's fantastic. Jumps him up to 93, 94. So, yeah, we got the Browns next week. Just kind of take a look, see where they're sitting. So, I honestly have no idea. AFC North. Browns are currently 2-3. Hopefully we can come out of there and improve our record to 4-2 on the year. But yeah, guys, like I said, if you guys haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, close out of the live chat, hit the like button, and we also have that brand new join button. If you want to support me, you want to support the channel, feel free to hit it, join the club. But yeah, guys, till next time, peace.